Hello everyone. Today our topic is map work in class ninth. Today we are going to study the map of history, in which we are going to study about the French Revolution, the four important places in it. Then chapter 2, socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution, but we will discuss about the major countries of First World War, in which the Central Powers and Allied Powers, the nations that are the part of it, that we will also discuss. Then we will discuss about the Nazism and the rise of Hitler, but basically we will discuss about the major countries of Second World War. Then we will move to the geography section, in which we will discuss about India, size and location, India states with capital, then Tropic of Cancer and standard meridian time. That we will also Then we will have the physical features of India, in which we will discuss about mountain ranges, mountain peaks, plateau and coastal plains. Then we will discuss about drainage system, in which we will discuss about the rivers and lakes that are important. Before starting, I would like to request that please subscribe my channel and watch my previous videos. So let's start with our today's topic. The first topic is in the history, the French Revolution. The French Revolution and the spread of great fear in France. This map shows France and its division as they were in 1789. These regions were the focal point of the French Revolution. The places, those which are one of the most important that we must know about as per the CBSE syllabus, Bordeaux, this region that we have to remember. Then Nantes here, this one. Then Paris and Marseilles. These are the four places that we have to remember where they are, and that we have to mark, that means locate and level, and identify also that where Nantes is, where Paris is, where Bordeaux is, and where Marseilles is. The next that we are going to study is the major countries of First World War. The chapter is definitely socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution, but we are going to study here the major countries of First World War, in which we will study about the Central Powers and the Allied Powers. In this map, we are having some extra things also mentioned there, that how these are the major battles that were fought all over 1914 till 1918, where how the Central Powers were moving, how the Allied were moving, which were the neutral nations that we will discuss here. Like in this particular, we are seeing the Germany, this particular region of Germany, this these is the Germany basically, and Austria-Hungary that we are having. That means if we are discussing about the map of 1 minute class here, there the Germany, then this is where we must mark it out, that this is the German area. We must show this. Then the Italian region, sorry, not in this one, but in class in the First World War we have to show Austria-Hungary. There it is. This one we must mark it out. And third one is Turkey, which is a part of Ottoman Empire, that we must mark. These are the three important places that we have to show in Central Power. If the question is about the Central Power, then we must show them with the Central Power. Then comes Allied Powers. Out of that, only one, USA, you cannot show that one in map of Europe. But the next three countries that we can show is, one is the United Kingdom or England here, that is marked with the blue line, and this is easily identifiable by everyone. Similarly about the France also, here it is, this one you can show it, this is what the France is. Then this is the Russian region. This you can mark it out as Russia. Here it is mentioned. This is the total of the major six countries that you have to show in First World War. Now, one more thing, class, that I would like to mention you, remind you here, and that is marking it out with the purple, that this place there, this blue point, is Bordeaux. Here it is Nantes. Here Paris, and here Marseilles. Remember these four places. Even if you are having map of Europe, that is easily this place. That means I'm talking about here now, the laser that beams are. There you see the Paris is. Here it is Nantes. Here it is Bordeaux. And here on the map is Marseilles. Let's talk about the next one. This is the First World War and the Second World War, the First World War, and just after the First World War. In before or at the time of 1914, you can look here. The Austria-Hungary is shown, then the German region, and the third was Turkey. That here in Ottoman Empire that you can look here. This is now after that means after First World War, when it ends, what we see, France is there, Germany is also there, and Turkey is mentioned there. You can see Ankara and this region, Black Sea, south of Black Sea, you can see, and on the on the eastern side of Greece, you can say there you find it out that Turkey is there. Then similarly, the Soviet Union or USSR that or the Russia in modern day we call about the Russia because before 1914 the revolution was not there. That is the October or the February revolution was not there of Russia. Because of that, it was at that particular time period it was called Russia. But after it, the conversion was complete and the Soviet Union was, that means in 1917 a revolution was there, and because of that the Soviet Union is carved out. Similarly, the France is shown there and the Great Britain that is also there. Then comes Nazism and the rise of Hitler and the major countries of Second World War. We find it out again the Germany because they are the Axis power, and if we are talking about Axis power, then we must know about there the Germany is. Then this one is Italy, and in the map of Asia, you will find the eastern part is with Japan. Then again the United Kingdom here, and the France there, and Russia here, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republic, that is USSR, that we can see here. This is, let me mark with the pen, then the color must be changed. Let's talk about the red one. This is the Axis power. We have to talk about the three only out of these three. One is in the eastern part of Asia. Then these are the two Axis powers that we can see in the map of Europe. And similarly, with the blue, I can show it to you. This is United Kingdom. Then this one is USSR. And here the Francis. These are the important central powers or allied powers. Not the central, but the allied powers that we must know about. Then some of the other territories are there that we must know about. And they are the Austria here, then Poland, here it is, then Czechoslovakia, here, this is the Yugoslavia and so on, the new country is carved out that is known as the Czechoslovakia. Then Denmark, here it is, one of the most important because of German unification in class 10 you will know about. Then Lithuania, here, and France again there. And the last one is Belgium that we must know about. Here it is. These are the important countries that we must know in Second World War. That means the Nazism and rise of Hitler. You see here also the countries are shown and which explains more about each and everything. Like here we can see the Soviet Union is there. Here we are seeing the Turkey. Then you here it is the Yugoslavia, and then Austria here. That is also important. Then Poland also is important. Then Germany here, France, and United Kingdom. They are the important centers or the territories under the German expansion. You can go through this one also. The shown there, like these are the blue colored axis powers, then the green one are the axis power occupied areas, then the pink one are the allied powers that are in position, then the neutral nations are Spain, Portugal, Sweden, Ireland, Switzerland, and Turkey. They were the neutral nations that we must know about in the First World War, sorry, in the Second World War. Then let's come with the geography. Here we must know about the Indian states and the capital. The first map is about the Indian states from Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir till Himachal, Punjab, Haryana, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Orissa, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, Daman and Diu and Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Goa, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala. Similarly, West Bengal, then Assam, Arunachal, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, Meghalaya. These are the names of state and their capital, the union territories and their capital. Then now here you can see the maximum. This is the northernmost part of our country with 37.6 degree north. Then we are having on the southern tip of the mainland is 84.4 degree north. If you go through the Indra point, which is the southernmost portion of India, here is the 6.45 north of equator, but the southernmost part of India. Then here on the eastern part we find it out 97.25 degree east, and similarly here it is 68.7 degree east it is, but it is the western part, most part of India. Now we see the standard meridian of India with 82.30, which is passing through here. The place is known to be Mirzapur. Some of the important states through which the Tropic of Cancer, there, this is passing through here. This you can see. I'm sorry, the line is somewhat going upward only because of not the better control of mouse. 23.3 degree east of Tropic of Cancer. This is the first state through which from the east side, if we are talking about it's the Mizoram, then Tripura, then West Bengal, then Jharkhand, then Chhattisgarh, then Madhya Pradesh, then Rajasthan and Gujarat. Sometimes the question is raised in examination that out of the following, which is the state through which the Tropic of Cancer doesn't pass? And please remember these states: Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura and Mizoram. These are the states through which the Tropic of Cancer passes. Rest all the states, either it is UP or Bihar or Assam and so on, up on the upper part of India, that means the in the northern part or the southern part, except these states, none other than these states, the Tropic of Cancer is passing. The next is about the physical features of India. In physical features, we are going to see the islands, the coastal plains, the peninsular plateau, the Great Indian Desert, northern plains, and the Himalayan mountain. Now, if you go through the first one here, this is the map of India in which in physical features we have to mention some of the most important one, and that is the first one is the Karakoram. Here you see the red mark. This is the Karakoram. Then is the Jaskar. Here it is. You just see. This is the Jaskar range. Just north of it, the Indus River passes. The Jaskar range is just south of Indus River. The next one is the Shivaliks and the Aravali. If we are going through the Shivaliks and Aravali, here the first let's talk about the Aravali ranges. There they are. Then I was talking about the Shivalik. There the Shivalik is on this particular region. We will again have that one. Then the next one is the Aravalis, we already have seen that. Then Vindhya region, it is just the north of river Narmada. Then the Satpura, it's in between the Tapti river and the Narmada river. That means the south of Narmada and north of Tapti river we find the Satpura range. Then Western Ghats on the western shore of India, and Eastern Ghat mountains are on the eastern part of India. Here you see the K2 mountains are there. Then the second one is Kanchenjunga, just on the border of India and Nepal. And the third one is Annamudi. Annamudi is here, famous for cardamom and all these things. This is the Annamudi is the Western Ghat highest mountain, and similarly on the eastern side here the Mahendragiri, which is the highest mountain. Remember, this is even not in the course, but then also you must know about. Then comes the plateau region. The first plateau is Deccan Plateau, that you can show it on this particular range here. Then comes Chota Nagpur here, that is the Jharkhand region. Then comes Malwa Plateau, but the Malwa Plateau is here. Comes the coastal plains, that is on the western part of western India, that is the Western Ghat region. You see here the Konkan coast. This is the Konkan coast or Konkan plateau. Then there it is the Malabar coast. Then we are having the Coromandel coast, is the Chennai and all this, and then the northern Sarkar. These are the important coastal plains of India. Then comes the third chapter, the drainage and lakes. In this map, we are going to see the rivers that flows across state, national capital, union territories, international boundaries. This also shows the major lakes of India. Now in this one, I'm using one map of to let you know and understand where these places are, and similarly some other like here the important lakes of India that we must know. The four are most important that you must know. Rest is only for your knowledge that where all these lakes are. But here the most one of the most important is Wooler Jheel or Wooler Lake. Here it is mentioned there in Jammu and Kashmir that you must know. The second one is Pulicat. Here it is in the southern part of India that you must know about. Then comes Sambhar Lake. Here it is there you see you must have gone or remember the Sambhar Namak or Sambhar salt. That is the place from where those salts are taken. And the fourth one is Chilika here. This is known to be one of the most famous also because it is India's the largest lagoon lake. Then comes the important rivers. Now let's talk first about, you see the drainage system here, the Himalayan river and peninsular river. In Himalayan river again the older than Himalaya and younger than Himalaya the rivers are, and similarly in the peninsular river we find it out the west flowing and east flowing rivers are there. The first one in the Himalayan ranges, you find it out. You see here near the Mansarovar Lake, a river flow start flowing, and this goes like there. You see, this is the Indus River that flows from China to India, then to Pakistan, and goes down near Karachi. The second river is River Ganga. It also arises somewhere there from Indo-Nepal border and moves down and so on, Allahabad, then Varanasi and Patna and so on. Then it divides into two parts, one in Bangladesh, another one in India, and here. Then comes the river Satluj, which is a subsidiary of river Indus, and that is just below the river Vyas. From there, you see it's just this one. It goes like that. Then the peninsular river are there, and one of the most important, the two rivers that flows westward, that is the major rivers I'm talking about. Of that, this is the Narmada, and the another one is the river Tapi that we must know about. These are the two important. Then comes the Kaveri and Krishna. The Kaveri is flowing towards eastern part of India, making Kaveri Delta and so on. Then the Krishna river, of which the river Bhima is also a subsidiary of it. Then the two more rivers are left out. One is the Godavari that starts somewhere from Western Ghat and moves towards the eastern part of country and then making the delta and moves to Bay of Bengal. And similarly, we find it out Mahanadi. This also flows from and so on. It moves to the Bay of Bengal in the east of our country. These are some of the important rivers that we must know about. Here also you will see the river Ganga being the largest and the Godavari. We are not river Ganga, then Godavari, then Krishna, Narmada, Yamuna. We are having the Indus there. And then Brahmaputra and Mahanadi and Kaveri and Tapi. But these are some of the lengths that are given there. Then here you see the basin of the rivers are there. Like the Indus is having the maximum portion. You see the western part of India. All this is the Indus River basin. It's totally, that means these are the regions that are influenced by these regions. Then this is the river Ganga basin. As per this index that is given there, we are also talking about the areas where scarcity of water is also there. Like occasionally in these or the Brahmaputra or Mahanadi, Narmada and Godavari and this Western Ghat ranges, we don't have any type of water problem. But we are having problem in this Ganga sub-basin or Mahi sub-basin, similarly Krishna and Tapi, where the water stress is there. Then the yellow region, whole of Saurashtra and maximum portion of Gujarat, Rajasthan and Gujarat. Then here, Pennar and Kaveri River Basin and Orissa, we are finding it out water scarcity. Then these are the red marker zones that are totally, absolutely water scarce resource. Now here you see the Sabarmati is there. Then west flowing rivers of Kutch and Kathiawar are there. Inland drainage basin of river Indus is there, and so on. Here Brahmani and Baitarni are the rivers that are flowing there. East flowing rivers of Mahanadi and Pennar are having in there. Then similarly, east flowing rivers between Pennar and Kanyakumari. We are finding it out that these are some of the important things that we must know as per not only the as per the CBSE system, but we must know more, and because of that some extra things are given to you to understand. That's all for today's. We will have two more important map work that we will see in future. Goodbye everyone. Thanks for watching. We will meet in our next class. Please do subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to be notified my next new video. And if you have any doubt, you please ask me in comment section. Once again, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye all of you. Bye.